Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Kodak's Reaction. If you're new here, if you're passing through, please subscribe, like and share. So the people of Jamaica are complaining about their government. Let's see this video of an angry man complaining about the PM of Jamaica.
Jamaica, let me ask you one question. Yeah? So I sit on the Star where Rhoda, the MP, Central Manchester, nice young lady, based on where we meet the eye, right? And you're telling me that no, it is a big talk and a big discussion all over. The newspaper and everybody are waste quality time to talk about what an alleged relationship between Andrew Holness and Rhoda, and all the fact that Juliet Holness I give her a cold shoulder. With all due respect, I don't give a rat's ass as to who Andrew want there with, or who Mark Golden want there with, or who Rhoda want there with. We don't care. We no business with that. There are far too much important things in the friggin' country for us to be majoring in those minor things. We don't give a rat's ass. Who want there with who have found a business? I am concerned about the fact that there's a rapid global shift in how we trade. The BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, BRICS, go do no research. 97 countries will be joining the BRICS. Jamaica is not a part of that. Why? Because the US dollar a crash and nobody not talk about in the damn sitting. Nobody in the flipping country is talking about this thing. You have a big old fat one from over nationwide. Who him sit down every day like some big old mama lashy. A gossip about garbage. When him should be the one talking about these things and what the government should be doing. When the Ministry of Finance should be protecting the Jamaican people from something that is coming by now on September the latest. I am not a financial advisor. I am not offering financial advice. Everything is for educational purposes. Yeah? But I am very much aware as to what is happening. The news did about una promote the news. Una still a try to hang on to the dirty banking system that we have here. That has failed the Jamaican people miserably. People money are going missing like a nut in your NCB on an attack. On an attack, say cryptocurrency is now the order of the day, and point Jamaicans to these to this open market where some of these people can take a little much of them off, go trade and turn it into much more. But you cannot do that because of the monopoly. Where you play with the Jamaican people them. Where you want them to come out and look at dirty bank. Where now protect the people their money. You not attack. When you supposed to talk in our country? I can't talk about flipping Rhoda and Andrew Holness. Who gives a rat's ass? Who cares? We don't care. We are concerned about the 1.6 trillion Jamaican dollar that cannot be found. We are concerned about the flipping illicit six. We are concerned about the teachers who are dying. Suddenly, sudden deaths. And the Ministry of Health is quiet while focusing on a flipping focus. And who? On the Ministry of Health? Because he get liquor off a bicycle? Wow! It is so coincidental that Mr. Valiant, who is one of the most popular Jamaican, loved and respected by the ghetto youths them because of his craft and his talent. It's so coincidental that at a time when the country should be focused on matters of importance, you lick him off. You utter everybody on bicycle, you lick off Tufton. Off a bicycle. Bicycle. You lick him off and then break him wrist and it becomes news. And everybody is saying flipping well wishes. We want to know about the genocide that has been committed against the Jamaican people. Them Christopher Tufton need to sit down in a courthouse in front of some judge, some serious people who are ready to ask, what made my mama dead from this thing where only force if we take? 20% of Jamaica took the stinking dirty vaccine. And our teachers are dying. And nobody wants to talk about how they died. And the families of these people refuse to ask for independent personnel outside of the country to come and do proper autopsy upon them people. Why make them dead so sudden? Because we want to know. AstraZeneca was removed from the flipping market because now we know that we who were talking, we're not telling you to say, that's something not right. We don't force it upon we. You, Christopher Tufton, tell the people them say, if you don't want water, take a vaccine. And Jamaicans are pretend like you don't know. Let me tell you this, you know. Yo, you see me? Me telling you already, you know. Me telling you, you know. Them people here in a government don't mean no good, you know. And people keep wondering, why am I so angry? I am angry because me grew up in a good yard. Where we learn to love and respect everybody. And they care for me Jamaican people them. And to sit and watch how politicians constantly rob and rape we. And kill half the people them. We would like to talk about the medical apartheid that was committed on 20% of Jamaicans. You hear me telling you? The mass genocide. Don't shove it on the freaking carpet. You think a little place we go and we have to put our mask and rubbing alcohol every freaking day upon our hands till some of our hand dry out like chip? Because on tell me how dangerous COVID was. Where is it now? On the collect it in one buckle? Where there? Where COVID there? Where is it? Where is there? And we should just pardon no. We should just forget about it. And Jamaicans busy at talk about who for party if you go back in the power. Una talk about who for party if you go back in the power. And this, let me tell you this, you know. Let me tell you this, you know. Let me tell you this. Wake up. Wake up. You see, by now in September, this is my prediction based on my analysis of what's happening globally with the rapid financial shift. Me say, yo, you see the pandemonium we're gonna break out in Jamaica. Watch a joke. You think politicians not have them passports and here much of them have dual and triple and triple citizenship? And maybe quadruple citizenship? Them can fly out here anytime. Any flipping time. You see the rest of us can't live here, sir. With the 290 odd active gang according to the Ministry of National Security that is here. When them man the hungry and start kick off on the door, all who can protect themselves, protect on themselves. Anybody who can left us, left us. You see, uno politician, you see when the people them ready for uno, your thing say is Molotov bomb, them are go fling over Garden House. And look at that. Today, Juliet Owness, you had the audacity of talking about how no one for instantly, with immediate effect, advance security at Garden House. But the many Jamaicans who are being robbed and raped, and the fact that we have Jamaicans going missing by the minute. More than 2,000 Jamaicans go missing per year since 2018. That is a report that came out of the Ministry of National Security. When you go doing a research, over 2,000 Jamaicans go missing every year. We never know. 151 children went missing last year. Out of the 151, 34 were girls. 134 girls. Already for this year, we have a number of Jamaicans who have gone missing. And nobody can talk about it. We're not talking about these things. When you get up and talk about Rhoda and Andrew and Juliet and a family kind of video them, you don't want to share. You don't want to flipping share. Because you don't want to hear the truth. You don't get up over there and chat about freaking gossip every goddamn day. You don't want to talk about these things. Jamaicans are about to go into a state of shock. The US dollar is going to be dying a horrible death by now. And September, the latest, can't sound in every year. The BRICS are going to release them dollars. 97 countries will be joining the BRICS, and Jamaica is not one of them. Why would 97 countries be joining an organized body that is bent on de-dollarizing the US dollar? You don't want nobody talk about this. So I want to send people, I want to find people. Let me tell you something. You see me, I mean one and God mark. I want to send them, whoever I want to send them. Watch a joke in this country. Watch a revolution where we are start here, so. No.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Get to know if you're new here. If you're passing through, please subscribe, like and share. So many Jamaicans are angry and frustrated about the situation in the country, and the man's anger toward the Prime Minister Andrew Holness is coming from real struggle. This anger did not appear suddenly. It has been building up over many years because people feel tired, stressed, and forgotten. When daily life becomes harder and leaders who do not seem to fix the problems, people naturally become upset. One big reason for this anger is the education system. Many schools in Jamaica do not have enough supplies, books, or proper classrooms. Some schools are overcrowded and teachers are overworked and unpaid. Parents are asked to pay school fees, buy uniforms, and provide lunch even when they can barely afford it. Many children want to learn and do better in life, but the system does not give them enough support when education fails. The future of the country also suffers, and this worries many Jamaicans. The healthy system is another major problem. Public hospitals and clinics are often full with long lines and long waiting times. Some people have to wait hours or even days to see a doctor. There are times when hospitals do not have enough medicines, beds, or staff. Nurses and doctors work very hard, but many leave the country because they are not treated well or paid enough. When someone is sick and cannot get help quickly, it causes fear, pain, and anger. Health care should be something people can depend on, but many Jamaicans feel they cannot. The economy is also hurting the people. Everything is becoming more expensive. Food prices are high, rent is high, and electricity and transportation cost is transportation costs too much at the same time. Many people's wages stay the same. People work hard every day but still cannot afford a comfortable life. Young people struggle to find jobs and many think about leaving the country to survive. Small business owners also struggle because costs are high and support is low. This makes many Jamaicans feel trapped and hopeless. The man's anger is not about hate or disrespect. It comes from pain and disappointment. It comes from seeing the same problems year after year while leaders continue to make promises. Many Jamaicans feel that the government does not understand what ordinary people go through every day. When people feel ignored for too long, they begin to speak loudly. Speaking loudly, speaking out is not wrong. It's a way of saying that things must change. Jamaicans love their country, and that love is the reason they complain and demand better. They want a Jamaica where children can learn properly, where sick people can get care, and where working people can live without constant stress. In the end, the man's anger presents many voice, fames, and change. Jamaicans are not asking for luxury, they are asking for basic needs, respect, and better life. Until those problems are taken seriously and real changes are made, the anger and frustration of the people will continue to grow. People all around the world love Jamaicans, and there are many reasons for this love. One of the biggest reasons in the Jamaican accent and language. When Jamaicans speak, their accent is warm, strong, and full of life. Many people enjoy listening to Jamaican speech because it sounds natural, confident, and musical. Jamaican poetry in particular has a special right that makes conversation lively and interesting. Even when Jamaicans are talking about normal things, it often sounds entertaining to others. So, guys, thank you for listening to this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you on the next video.